This will be the last example in 3.4 day 1, and we're going to use change of base formula. We're going to use the change of base formula to rewrite logs that have fractional bases to them. So we're going to just somehow try to get rid of the fraction here. Now, as we were doing last example with change of base, we're just going to start off doing, log of x divided by log of 1/4. Just do it exactly as the formula tells us. That's what we end up with. Now we want to try to get rid of that fraction, and we're going to do that using one of the log properties. To start with, I just want to remind you that negative exponents produce fractions. So if I were to write this 1/4 as a negative exponent, 1/4 is the same thing as 4 to the -1. And I'm going to use that, I'm going to translate that here so that we can get rid of this fraction. So we'll keep the log of x in there, and then we'll put this in as log of 4 to the -1. Now I want to just remind you about the different properties that we had for logs, is that if we had an exponent right here, we could actually move that out into the front according to the power property. So if I do that, I get negative log of 4. And so that's the property. Now the only reason again is that we're trying to get rid of that fraction. This will come up to be useful to us when we're eventually talking about transformations involving logs. But for now, it's just enough to kind of figure out how to do the steps. And if the negative's down here, that means the negative can pretty much be anywhere on this fraction, so I kind of like to move it out to the front of everything and call it negative of that entire fraction. So log x over log 4. And in doing so, we have eliminated any kinds of fractional base or fraction in the problem there, and just get this log expression.